Many different people have multiple ways that got them into collecting certain products, and said people have different opinions and recommending you on how to start. For example, for me, I enjoyed the Nintendo Switch when it first released, and that got me more into wanting to pick up lots of games for this system. Any game I saw that was for the Nintendo Switch, I wanted to get my grimy hands on. But then it turned out it wasn't really good for me to do financially. Many people love collecting to have that whole show off effect when someone comes into your room and goes, wow. I love inviting my friends over or having someone new in my house because it lets me flex on them a little bit. But any reason for me to show off my reason of being poor makes it 100% worth it and makes me feel like I'm not wasting my money. Once I realized what type of economy I lived in, I realized that for me, I enjoyed collecting games that I find enjoyable. For example, some people love to collect and want to go ahead and get a full complete collection. That means getting every game and every special edition system version. But there are also collectors like myself that only collect really good games and don't want to get the whole $20 bin games out of Walmart. I have always been a believer that there is no right or wrong way to start a collection as long as you enjoy collecting. If you don't enjoy it, then at that point you really are just wasting money. I love collecting games that hold sentimental value to me. For example, I grew up with the GameCube, so I knew at the very beginning of my collection journey, I really wanted to get a lot of my childhood GameCube games. Once I got most of the GameCube games that I wanted, I also looked into other games and platforms I would want and start collecting for. I grew up mainly with Nintendo, and I love most of their games, and that honestly is what helped me focus on collecting more for them than any other company. I grew up angrily wanting to beat my older brothers and sister in Mario Party, or also racing down in Baby Park in Mario Kart Double Dash attempting to get first place. I also just love and grew up with The Legend of Zelda and all of their amazing characters. When I was younger, I also grew up playing on multiple different systems such as PlayStation and Xbox. I am the baby in my family, and all of my brothers, when I hit the double digits in age, they were already adults, so I was pretty spoiled with the amount of options that I had to play growing up. They all had access to that adult money. PlayStation was always more for RPG games like Final Fantasy, Odin Sphere, Grandia, Rogue Galaxy, and just a plethora of amazing RPGs specifically for during the PS2 era. For the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, I played more games like Call of Duty, Uncharted, Infamous, God of War, Halo, and Gears of War. Like I mentioned, I love getting games that have sentimental value, such as playing Super Mario Galaxy during a hard time in my life. Video games also showed me wonderful different meanings, such as showing me what the value of true friendship is with the game series of Kingdom Hearts, or destroying all that and making them not trust me or me trust them in games like Among Us. It also showed me the meaning of being a courageous hero in a time where the world needs you the most in games like The Legend of Zelda, or even being known as the player 2 in life, but being able to show people that you can still be great a la Luigi's Mansion. Games can provide you many wonderful and not so wonderful emotions, and is the main reason why I love collecting in this type of media. Like I mentioned, I grew up playing video games, and so for me, starting my collection was pretty easy. I knew that if I was going to start collecting for any type of media, it would be for video games. I remember watching fellow YouTubers like Scott the Wasp, Spawnwave, Cinemassacre, also known as the Angry Video Game Nerd, in my teens and early years out of high school, seeing their gaming rooms and being really in awe. Also just dreaming about what it would be like to have my own gaming room like them. Now, even though currently it's still not as massive as theirs, I'm still very proud of the games that I own, and I'm also very happy with how my collection is looking like. In fact, even those people and many other YouTubers inspire me to start uploading these types of videos into my channel to pretty much show people that with a little bit of time and honestly a little bit of finance, you can honestly get a nice little collection going. There really isn't a right or wrong way to start collecting, but if I have to say how and when is it a good time, I would honestly say when you financially can do it. There isn't really a reason to do it if you do not love collecting that stuff though. It doesn't have to be video games, like how for me I've been mainly talking about and focusing more on the video game aspect of collecting, but you can also be wanting to have a giant movie collection or getting multiple types of plants, or like my girlfriend, she also loves collecting crystals for herself, and I know that she loves collecting those types of things. There really isn't a right or wrong way to start a collection. As long as you love it, then you're honestly are just doing it right. A lot of us collectors started somewhere, and even though you may be looking at what you have now, if you give it some time, it may become something massive and something that you can be proud of in the end. Again, when I first started, I only had games for my PS4, my Wii U, and really that's about it. It wasn't until I finally got out of high school and I started getting or gathering more money that I actually went ahead and started collecting different types of games and consoles and lots of multiple different things really for video games. It may be small now, but honestly, just give it some time and it'll actually grow within a couple months. Heck, I even say years, and honestly, it'll become something that you can potentially show off to your friends and they can be in awe on how amazing your whole room is. The videos or the shots that I've been showing to you guys is basically now my brand new actual specific room, which I call basically my collection room. I have gone a full wall set of Nintendo products now, and you know, a little bit of Sony kind of Xbox kind of stuff too. But like I mentioned, I started off my collection journey collecting for Nintendo, and yeah, I still want to keep collecting a lot more stuff. There's still a lot of games that they have made in the past that I still want to collect. And there's Zuki. All right, you're just gonna lay down? What you doing? But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here now. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. Again, I just kind of thought it'd be nice kind of giving my own 2 cents in this type of kind of ideas of how you should maybe start doing, or like the mindset of what you should have when you start a collection. Again, it doesn't have to be with video games, it can really be with any type of thing. As long as you really do love and enjoy what you're getting and the products that you're getting, then honestly, there really isn't a wrong way for you to start any form of collection. But with that being said, I hope you guys again still like this video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.